The snow fell silently on the streets of Marquette, Michigan. It was a Tuesday evening in March 2022, and the city wore winter like a second skin. For 17-year-old Jordan DeMay, the world outside his window was white and still, but the glowing screen in front of him hummed with tension. Instagram. He stared at the message thread for the third time that hour. The profile photo belonged to a girl his age. Dark eyes, straight brown hair, a shy smile. Her username was Emily_sweet98. A few compliments, then flirtation, now something more. She wanted to trade photos, explicit ones. Jordan's heart beat faster. He'd never done anything like this before, but something about her seemed real. Maybe this was what being bold felt like. Maybe, for once, he wouldn't feel so invisible. He hesitated, then hit send. Minutes later, everything changed. Half a world away, in a dim apartment in Lagos, Nigeria, two brothers sat hunched over laptops. Samuel and Samson Ogoshi, aged 22 and 20, were digital predators in the modern age. They didn't carry knives or guns. Their weapons were screens and lies. Samson leaned back, grinning. He sent it. Samuel nodded, already copying Jordan's photo and pasting it into a pre-made collage of threats. Good. Time for the reel in. They had dozens of victims. Their routine was honed, fast, and efficient. Pose as a girl. Build trust. Get the photo. Then the extortion began. Tell him we'll send it to his followers if he doesn't pay. Start with $1,000. Samson clicked away. Jordan's green dot light still glowed. Jordan's phone buzzed. Then again, and again. His pulse raced. Pay us or we'll send the photo to your friends, to your mom, your school. Screenshots of his followers' list appeared. Threats came faster, each message a dagger. $1000 now, or we destroy your life. He tried to reason with them. I'm just a kid. I don't have that kind of money. But there was no mercy. They lowered the price. $300 then. Don't waste our time. Jordan begged them, apologized, pleaded, but every message seemed to push him deeper into the void. The snow outside turned to ice. Jordan's mother, Jennifer, woke at 4 a.m. Something felt wrong. The house was too quiet. The wind whispered outside. She knocked on his bedroom door. No answer. Her fingers trembled as she turned the knob. And then the scream shattered the silence. The investigation was immediate. Detectives combed through Jordan's phone. His Instagram messages were clear. This wasn't an accident. It was murder in a digital disguise. The case quickly caught the attention of the FBI. Sextortion cases had been on the rise, but this was different. This one had a name, a face, and a grieving family that demanded justice. Special Agent Kelly Marks took the lead. She had tracked cartel networks, infiltrated child pornography rings, but this was more sinister in its simplicity. A teenager was hunted in his own home through a screen. Get me everything on that account. Emily_sweet98. Back at FBI cybercrime in Washington, D.C., analysts dug into Instagram servers, tracking IP logs, message timestamps, and overlapping data. They discovered a network of dozens of fake female accounts, all leading back to the same Nigerian IP address. Interpol got involved. The Lagos cybercrime unit was contacted, and within weeks, they narrowed it down to a modest apartment building in the Surulere district. Surveillance began. The brothers weren't alone. They were part of a larger ring. But Jordan's case stood out. A life lost, a grieving family, and a pattern of digital brutality. The early morning raid on the Lagos apartment was swift and surgical. Nigerian police, guided by U.S. intelligence, kicked in the door. Laptops were seized, cell phones, ledgers, and the brothers. Samuel tried to run. He didn't make it far. Samson, younger, simply cried, "I didn't mean for him to die." But intentions didn't matter now. Months passed. Legal battles ensued. The U.S. pushed for extradition under cybercrime treaties. Nigerian courts agreed. In 2024, the brothers were flown to Michigan under heavy guard. At the courthouse, Jennifer DeMay sat quietly in the front row. Her eyes never left the two men in shackles. They were barely older than Jordan. The courtroom was packed. Media, parents, teenagers. Everyone wanted to know how two strangers could kill with only a smartphone. The evidence was damning. The messages, the screenshots, the digital logs. Jordan's last text to his friend: "They're going to ruin me. I can't face anyone." Samuel's lawyer argued that it was a scam gone too far. They didn't want him dead, just money. But prosecutors had one question. If you point a gun at someone and pull the trigger, do you really think it matters if you meant to kill? Took the jury less than a day. Guilty on all counts. Conspiracy to commit extortion, interstate threats, causing death through coercion. Sentencing was swift, decades behind bars. Jennifer stood outside the courthouse after the verdict. Reporters surrounded her. "Do you feel justice has been served?" She looked at them, her voice soft but steady. "Justice? Maybe, but I still don't have my son." Schools across the country now use Jordan's story to teach digital safety. The FBI has a task force dedicated solely to sextortion. And somewhere in the quiet corners of cyberspace, new predators wait. But so do new guardians. The shadows still move, but now someone is watching them back.